If you have a hard time connecting to collective tarot readings like I do, then this video might be for you, and I'm going to invite you to stick around. So I'm Chris, and I think that collective tarot readings lose the connection between tarot reader and querent, and I've had a hard time connecting with those. So when I used to go live a lot, I discovered a way about how I can do a collective tarot reading, but also give the querent an answer to their question and also feel the magic of tarot at the same time and create this collective special experience. So, like I said, if you are interested in something like that, please let's do this. First, I'm going to invite you to do a breathing exercise with me. So, breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, now I'm going to invite you to ask your question. But when you're asking your question, don't ask it as a definitive point. When will something happen? Because we're all here to have a human experience, right? And we all have tools, like the tarot, to enhance that human experience. When we ask when questions, we're asking the universe to provide something for us. And that kind of makes us think that we need to sit back on the couch and just kind of wait for something to happen. When we ask what or how questions, how can I attract a true love? How can I give myself more self-love? What can I do to get more money? What should I be paying attention to at my job? Whatever that is. What should I be paying attention to in my relationship? That kind of a thing. That allows us to work more with the universe and allows us to have a little bit more of a human experience versus just sitting back on the couch and waiting for something to happen. So with that being said, just if you want to put it in the comments or something in the comments just to say I've asked my question, how or what should I do this, do that, whatever that kind of a thing is. I am shuffling 9 times. I think I am on 5 now. I think that makes 6. And we're going to pull some cards for you. Interesting. So, I don't really know how to... It's not bad. It's just, I got distracted by the airplane. So that's what that was. But and I'll get to the interesting part in just a second. But for the first card that you got was the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is... Twos are about balance, and Wands is connected to fire, and fire is our passions and our energy. And so with Two of Wands, usually it is a picture of a guy standing on a cliff holding the world in his hand, and he's envisioning what he can do with the valley that's in front of him. What is he going to build? What is he going to do with that property? And with this Two of Wands, it's kind of the same thing. I'm getting more of a mirror effect with this Two of Wands here. More of a, like, it's almost like, what can you do? It almost feels almost like it's splitting aside, splitting into two things at once. I'm not sure exactly how else to explain that. But what we also have is that it's reversed. So we've got blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. So what I kind of am feeling from this right now is there is a lack of separation from something. So if you're looking at this, I'm wondering if maybe these two things are coming together. These two opposite things are coming together to create one image. Whereas in reality, you might need to use this image, if it was flipped around, use this to actually separate yourself more, to maybe separate yourself from the things that don't that no longer resonate with you, that kind of a thing. That's kind of what I'm getting from this card. The interesting thing about what I said at the very beginning of this video is that we got the Six of Cups. Now, the reason why I said this was kind of an interesting video is because I feel like we got this card recently and it was reversed. Sorry, I should probably keep it up. It was reversed, but maybe we didn't. I don't remember. It was probably, I might have this confused with another reading, but that's why I thought it was interesting. It just keeps, part of the reason, it just kind of feels like it keeps coming up. And the Six of Cups is more of a nostalgic card. It is happy memories. Before in a reading or whenever I was doing it, it was reversed. And so that's why I thought it was interesting. I could be getting my readings mixed up and whatnot, but because once you're doing readings, they all just kind of blend together, and it's just kind of, sometimes it's hard to keep track. But regardless of whether it's interesting or not to you, this is about nostalgia. This is happy memories of childhood. Like, if this is an ice cream man giving ice cream to a little girl. Like, do you remember going outside, waiting for the ice cream man to go buy that ice cream? Like, that sound, that just kind of brings back so many memories for people. The smells, the experience, all that kind of stuff. And so what I'm going to invite you to do with both of these cards and with whatever question you've asked, it almost feels like maybe do not separate yourself from your childhood, is almost kind of what it feels like. If the Two of Wands is this way and it's being blocked, delayed, healing, or internal, and it's being fused together, I have a feeling that there's some sort of a separation, especially with this Six of Cups happening. It feels a little bit like you're trying to separate your inner child from your adult child. Your inner child from your adult self. But that inner child of yours is your adult self. Does that make sense? I don't know if this is making sense to any of you. That's just kind of what I'm getting from this. It's just more of, give your inner child that chance to speak, maybe talk to your inner child. It might be an opportunity for you to journal to your inner child. Maybe there's something that you've wanted to do for a while that you liked to do in your childhood that you felt you cannot do in your adult life. Maybe it's time to break out those Barbies and play with Barbie dolls for a minute. Maybe it's time to get out and play with those Tonka trucks or those Hot Wheels or something, and just have an afternoon of just childhood-like fun. That's more of what I'm kind of going with that. I'm going to rewind a little bit because I didn't say this. Cups is about our emotions. So let's just focusing a little bit more on your emotions and fusing them together based on what this card looks like, not based on what the traditional card looks like. It just kind of, that's what I'm kind of getting from these cards. I hope that this helps, and I guess I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know if this helped for you. Please like, share, follow, and let's do a breathing exercise to close out, and then I guess I'll see you in the next one. So, breathe in. Breathe out. Thank you very much for spending your time with me.